The prophet says the last time you got lost, you were on the right path. You should have turned at. Stop. Do not move your thumb. Do not look away. Do not let your eyes wander to the time on your screen. You are here because a signal was sent out into the spiritual atmosphere, and your soul acted as the antenna that caught it. This is not a coincidence. This is not an algorithm guessing what you like. This is a divine appointment that was set in stone before you even woke up this morning. The prophet is standing right beside you in the spirit realm right now. He is pointing a finger at a specific memory in your mind. It is a memory that frustrates you. It is a memory that makes you feel foolish. It is the memory of the last time you got lost. Think back. Recall the moment. Maybe you were driving. Maybe you were walking in a city you thought you knew. Maybe you were trying to find a new path in your life, a new job, a new relationship, and suddenly, nothing looked familiar. The landmarks were gone. The signs were confusing. You felt that rising heat in your chest. That panic. That feeling of being out of control. You gripped the steering wheel, or you clenched your fists. You looked at the GPS, and it was spinning, recalibrating, failing you. You felt stupid. You felt like you had made a mistake. You thought you wasted time. You thought you wasted gas. You thought you were delayed. You beat yourself up over it. You said to yourself, "Why can't I just get this right? Why is my path always so hard? Why does everyone else seem to have a straight line to their blessing, but I am always taking the scenic route? I am always hitting dead ends. I am always having to turn around." But listen to the voice of the divine right now. Listen to the truth that is about to shatter the lie you have believed for too long. You were not lost. You were hidden. The prophet says the last time you got lost, you were actually on the only safe path available to you. You think you made a wrong turn. You think you missed your exit. You are replaying it in your head right now. You are thinking, "Should have turned at the big tree. I should have turned at the stop sign. I should have turned when my friend told me to turn." No. If you had turned at that moment, you would have walked straight into a trap that had been set for you since last year. There is a timeline that you cannot see with your physical eyes. In the physical world, you saw a missed turn. But in the spiritual world, I saw a blocked road. I saw a collision. I saw a thief waiting to steal not just your car, not just your wallet, but your peace, your destiny, and your joy. That moment of confusion. That moment where the GPS failed. I broke the signal. I confused your mind. I made you miss the sign. I blinded your eyes for a split second. Why? Because I love you too much to let you walk into the fire. You are the one who always checks on everyone else, aren't you? You are the one who makes sure everyone else gets home safe. You track their flights. You wait for their text messages. You stay up late worrying about their safety. But who checks on you? Who worries about you? I see the weight you carry in the quiet moments after everyone else is asleep. I see how you stare at the ceiling, wondering if you are doing enough, wondering if you are going to make it. You feel like you are the captain of a ship that is taking on water, and you are bailing it out alone while everyone else sleeps. You feel like an outsider, even in your own family sometimes. You sit at the dinner table, and you hear them talking, and you smile, and you nod, but inside, you feel miles away. You feel like you are speaking a different language. That feeling that you are an outsider looking in, that is not a curse. That is your spirit telling you that you are different. You are set apart. You are not meant to fit in because you were built to lead. You were built to break cycles. And that is why you get lost. Sheep that follow the herd never get lost. They just follow the tail in front of them. But lions? Lions forge their own paths. And sometimes, when you are forging a new path, a path that no one in your bloodline has ever walked before, it feels like you are lost. It feels like the woods are getting too thick. But the prophet says, the woods are not thick to stop you. The woods are thick to hide you from the predator that is hunting you. There is a specific person, and I need you to focus now, because the air in your room is about to change. There is a specific person who has been watching your journey with jealous eyes. They smile to your face. They like your photos. They say, "Congratulations." But in the secret place of their heart, they are praying for your downfall. They want you to take the wrong turn. When you got lost that day, you fell off their radar. They were waiting for you at the turn you missed. They had a plan to discourage you. They had words prepared to break your spirit. They had a situation ready that would have drained your bank account and your energy. But you didn't show up. You were busy being lost. You were busy turning around in a stranger's driveway. You were busy trying to read a map. And while you were frustrated, the angels were celebrating. Because you slipped through the net. This message is not something you can save for later. Do not think you can come back to this tomorrow. The urgency in the spirit is at a boiling point. The timeline is ticking. This revelation is for today. It is for right now. The enemy is realizing that you missed the trap. They are realizing that their plan failed. And they are trying to scramble to set a new one. But we are going to stop them. We are going to expose them. And we are going to release the blessing that was waiting for you on the wrong road. Think about the road you ended up on. The one you didn't want to be on. The one that felt long and winding. Did you notice something? Did you see a house? A sign? A number? A specific color? The prophet says your eyes landed on something on that detour. You might have dismissed it. You might have thought it was just background noise. But it was a key. Maybe it was a "for sale" sign. Maybe it was a business with a strange name. Maybe it was just a field of flowers that looked out of place. That was not random. That was a breadcrumb. I am redirecting your life. I am taking the wheel out of your hands because your hands are shaking too much. You have been trying to steer this vehicle of your life through a storm, and you are tired. Your grip is slipping. You are tired of guessing. You are tired of hoping. You want to know. Well, know this: the delay was the protection. The confusion was the cover. The frustration was the fuel. You are about to arrive at a destination you did not program into your GPS. A destination that is better than the one you were trying to get to. You were trying to get to good enough. You were trying to get to stable. You were trying to get to survival. I am driving you to abundance. I am driving you to overflow. I am driving you to destiny. But you have to stop looking in the rearview mirror. You keep looking back at that turn you missed. You keep saying, if only I had turned there, would be there by now. If you had turned there, you would be destroyed by now. Wipe the regret from your mind. It is a poison. It is slowing you down. The enemy uses regret to anchor you to the past so you cannot sail into the future. He wants you obsessed with your mistakes. He wants you replaying your failures on a loop in your head. Cut the loop. The prophet says, what looked like a wrong turn was the right hand of God pushing you away from the edge of a cliff. Now, listen closely, because the atmosphere is shifting. The person who set the trap, they are close. Closer than you think. They are not a stranger. They are someone who knows your schedule. They are someone who knows your route. Why do you think you felt that sudden urge to change your plans that day? Why do you think your keys went missing right before you left? Why do you think the car wouldn't start for a second? I was fighting for you. I was buying you time. There is a specific injustice that has been done to you. It is a silent injustice. No one talks about it. It happened years ago, perhaps. Or maybe it is happening right now in your workplace, or in your circle of friends. You are being overlooked. You are being underestimated. You are being robbed of credit that belongs to you. You have felt this pain in your chest. A tightness. You told yourself it was stress. You told yourself it was anxiety. God says, that is not anxiety. That is your spirit alerting you to theft. Someone is taking what is yours. They are taking your energy. They are taking your ideas. They are taking your peace. And they are building their house with your bricks. They thought they had you cornered. They thought they knew exactly where you were going. That is why they were waiting at that specific turn. They knew your habits. They knew your patterns. But I disrupted the pattern. I made you get lost so you could get found. This is coming to a head before the sun sets today. You are going to receive a sign. A very specific sign that confirms everything I am telling you. You need to understand the power of the detour. In the ancient texts, the people were led the long way around through the wilderness. Why? Because the short way was filled with war. The short way was filled with giants they were not ready to fight yet. You have been complaining about the wilderness. You have been complaining about the long way. But I am telling you, the short way was a graveyard. Thank me for the wilderness. Thank me for the confusion. Thank me for the lost keys. Thank me for the dead battery. Thank me for the red light that lasted too long. It saved your life. Now, we must deal with the one who set the trap. We must deal with the one who is angry that you are still standing. They are watching you right now. Not physically, maybe. But they are watching your social media. They are asking about you. They are fishing for information. How is she doing? Where is he working now? Did they ever make it to that appointment? They are confused. They expected you to crash. They expected you to call them crying. They expected you to be broken. But here you are. Standing. Listening. Stronger. The prophet sees a specific door in your past. A door that was slammed in your face. You stood there and knocked. You cried. You begged for it to open. You thought that door was your happiness. You thought that door was your answer. I held that door shut. I put my weight against it. If that door had opened, it would have led to a room with no oxygen. It would have led to a relationship that would have drained your soul dry. It would have led to a job that would have crushed your spirit. I closed the door. And then, I spun you around. I made you dizzy. I made you lose your sense of direction. So that you would walk away from the danger without even knowing it. You are entering a season of divine realignment. This means that everything that is crooked is being made straight. But the process of straightening can be painful. It can feel like pulling a bone back into the socket. That pain you have been feeling, that confusion, that is the bone snapping back into place. Do not resist it. The imminent timeline is this: within the next 12 hours, a truth is going to surface. A truth about that person. A truth about that missed opportunity. You are going to hear something or see something that makes your blood run cold for a second. You are going to realize, oh my God. If I had been there. If I had gotten that. I would be in trouble right now. The veil is being lifted. You need to prepare your heart. You need to stop calling yourself a failure. You need to stop calling yourself bad with directions. You have the best internal compass in the world. It is the Holy Spirit. And sometimes, the Holy Spirit overrides your GPS. There is a heaviness lifting off your shoulders right now. Can you feel it? Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. That tension in your neck. That is the weight of the what-ifs. What if I hadn't messed up? What if I wasn't late? Let it go. You didn't mess up. You were guided. You weren't late. You were timed perfectly. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Even if you don't recognize the street names. Even if the buildings look strange. Even if you feel alone. You are not alone. You are protected. But the enemy is not giving up. He is shifting his strategy. Since the trap at the turn failed, he is trying to lay a trap in your destination. He wants you to arrive at your new blessing with fear in your heart. He wants you to enter your new season looking over your shoulder. We will not let that happen. The prophet says, walk with your head up. Walk with your eyes forward. The one who watches you is about to be blinded by your light. You are about to recover everything that was stolen from you during the detour. You thought you lost time? I will redeem the time. You thought you lost money? I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. You thought you lost your reputation? I will raise your head in the presence of your enemies. But you must listen to the specific instruction that is coming. There is a physical action you must take to seal this revelation. It is not difficult, but it requires faith. It requires you to trust the voice that is speaking to you right now more than you trust your own logic. Your logic says, this is crazy. Your logic says, I was just lost. Your spirit knows better. Your spirit is vibrating right now. Your spirit is saying, yes. This is the truth. This is what I have been feeling. Trust that feeling. It is your lifeline. The person who plotted against you, let's call them the misdirector. They thrive on your confusion. When you are confused, you are weak. When you are weak, you are easy to manipulate. They have been gaslighting you for years. Making you doubt your memory. Making you doubt your sanity. Making you doubt your worth. You're too sensitive, they say. You're imagining things. That never happened. Lies. All lies. They are trying to rewrite your map. They are trying to erase your landmarks so you can never find your way home. But the prophet has a compass that never fails. And he is handing it to you right now. The direction you are heading in, this new direction that feels scary, this direction that feels uncertain, is the gold mine. Do not turn back. Do not try to make a U-turn to go back to what is comfortable. Comfortable is a cage. Comfortable is where dreams go to die. Keep driving. Keep walking. Keep moving forward into the unknown. Because the unknown is where God lives. God does not live in the predictable. He does not live in the routine. He lives in the mystery. He lives in the cloud. He lives in the fire. And you are walking straight into the fire of His presence, which will burn away every chain that has been holding you back. I am speaking to someone right now who has been having dreams about being lost. You wake up sweating. You dream you can't find your car. You dream you are in a house with endless hallways. Those are not nightmares. Those are training simulations. Your spirit is practicing how to navigate the shift. You are ready. Now, we are going to break the power of the misdirector. We are going to send the confusion back to the sender. We are going to clear the fog from your windshield. Are you ready to see the truth? Are you ready to see who was really holding the map? It wasn't you. And it wasn't the enemy. It was me. And I have plotted a course for you that leads to a victory so big, your mind cannot even comprehend it right now. But first, we must deal with the obstacle. We must deal with the blockage that is trying to manifest in your physical body because of this spiritual stress. I see a pain in the lower back for some of you. A pain in the knees. This is the weight of carrying the burden of finding the way all by yourself. Drop the burden. I am the way. You don't need to find it. You just need to walk in it. The clock is ticking. The sun is moving across the sky. Shadows are lengthening. The enemy thinks he has until midnight to stop you. He doesn't have until midnight. He only has until you finish this message. Because once you receive this truth, his power over you is broken. Once you realize that being lost was a strategy, not a mistake, his weapon falls from his hand. He can only hurt you if you believe you are a victim. But you are not a victim. You are a victor. You are a strategist. You are a child of the Most High. And children of the King do not get lost. They just go on royal inspections of their territory. You are inspecting the land. You are claiming new ground. Now, listen. The next few minutes are critical. The atmosphere is ripe for a miracle. But miracles require participation. They require you to step out of the boat. Do not let the simplicity of this message fool you. The deepest truths are always simple. You should have turned at. No. You should have kept going. And you did. And that is why you are still here. That is why you are still breathing. That turn was a grave. You drove past your own grave and you didn't even know it. Give thanks. Right now. In your spirit. Say, thank you. Thank you for the closed road. Thank you for the detour. Thank you for the delay. It bought me my life. Now, we move to the offensive. Now we turn the tables. The one who dug the pit for you is about to fall into it themselves. Watch closely. The signs are about to appear. The birds will fly in a specific pattern. The phone will ring with a specific number. The song on the radio will have a specific lyric. These are not random. These are the confirmations that you are on the right path. The path of the just is as a shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. Your day is becoming perfect. Your path is becoming bright. The darkness of confusion is rolling away like a scroll. Type Amen.